Paddy and Freddie Hayter are my grandparents. I partially grew up in Chaussée and in Footsbarn and on the road with them. So I think since I was about 10, I've properly spent every summer with them, and the most time I could kind of touring. I went to Ireland with them when I was 13, which was a big change for me because that ended up being a very special place for me where I eventually moved. And so since I was a kid, I've just been hanging out and in many theatres besides Footsbarn, but especially in Footsbarn, I really became interested in making things first. I really wanted to do a mask workshop for kids because, well, first of all, recently I've been working with kids a lot and introducing theatre to kids all over the world, in Ireland and San Francisco and other countries. And I absolutely just love watching kids discover what theatre is and just be, enter in the other world that theatre can be. I really wanted to do it here at La Chaussée with my grandmother, who's the person who taught me how to make masks and how to make things, props and puppets when I was a kid. So it's very special for me to do this with her here. And even more special because we do have some kids that are the kids of the Footsbarn kids. So they're even the more next generation than me really here of Footsbarn. So, I mean, someone recently taught me that imagination comes before thought, and it's so true. And I love working with kids because it's just, even if you have to help them a little bit, their imagination is just amazing. I mean, what they want to make, it's just brilliant. And then once you see them, once the mask is finished, when you kind of have to be quite gentle to explain the process to them, and kind of go day by day. But it's amazing if you think about it, if you see the masks, how they can, 5 and 6-year-old kids can make that. You work with hands, you work with so many different materials, and you see the kids discover the material and work with it. Maybe some, we've been sewing on some puppets yesterday, and so many of the kids just said, "Oh, I've never sewn before. I've never done this before, and you just taught me. I just learned that, And what a way to learn it, sewing buttons for eyes on a puppet, It's just, it's so pure and real working with kids, you can just see, like, they're so eager, and even if they're too excited or not patient enough, it's still a beautiful thing to be doing, to support their imagination and their dreams. I think that's what I had when I was growing up, and it's just, I never stopped dreaming, it makes you feel that anything's possible because anything is possible, you can make anything you want if you try hard enough.